Happy Chanukah, everybody. My name is Alissa Symon. This is Rabbi Elazar Symon and our son Rabbi, and we are the chaplains at the University of Cambridge, and we are very happy to welcome you to the candle lighting of the seventh candle of Chanukah. But before we do that, we are now going to go over to Tomor Belovski from the Lilmod Ulelamed Women's Educator Program for a thought on Chanukah.
The winter is well underway. Daylight hours are the shortest of the year. The trees have shed their leaves and we're stuck at home in the middle of a pandemic. But I'm sure just like myself, most days you see something and think, how beautiful. Maybe it is a bird that has flown off your lawn, or a glimpse of sunlight peeping through a window in the morning, or perhaps the empty silhouette of trees near your house. It is natural for we human beings to see the beauty of the external world. We notice it without having to think about it. If we do, on an off chance think about it, we say the word Ma Rabbi Masach Hashem. How great are your works, Hashem. Kulam b'chachma asita melaha haaretz kinyanecha. All of them you have made with wisdom. The earth is full of your creations. Here we use natural beauty to recognize Hashem. This is the opposite of what Greek civilization did. The Greeks throve on external beauty. They put a lot of effort into their own appearance, used it as a tool for power rather than seeing beauty as a way of acknowledging Hashem. They considered it as a means to man's mastery over the world. The hours they spent in the gym reinforced their ideology. All that mattered was their external beauty. In the story of Noah, when he comes out of the ark and gets drunk, two of his sons go into his room backwards, as to not embarrass him, and they cover him with a cloak. One of them was Shem, the ancestor of the Jewish people. The other Yafes, ancestor of the Greeks. The bracha that Hashem gives them to reflects the nature of their relationship with him. Yafet Elokim le'efes v'yishkam ba'ohalei Shem. God will enlarge Yafes, but he will dwell in the tents of Shem. You might think that the Jewish people lack an appreciation for beauty in any form, but this is not the case. We're told about many people in Tanakh, both men and women, that they were attractive to look at, but the commentators tend to say about those people that their external beauty was just a projection of their inner beauty, beautiful both inside and out. The original menorah, lit inside the temple and shining the light of the Torah outwards, is the direct opposite of the Greek approach. The menorah in the temple is mirrored by the menorah we kindle inside our homes now. We light the small candle from inside, allowing the beautiful light from the flames to shine outwards, and by doing that we create a synthesis of inner and outer beauty. In fact, we can take the analogy further and say that the Maccabees' hunt for even one small jug of oil to rekindle the menorah symbolizes our search for inner beauty. So the lovely flames of the menorah harmonize the recognition that external beauty comes from Hashem, with our search for inner beauty shining outwards. The warmth and light of Chanukah serves as a relief from the winter days and provides a physical display of the beauty of Judaism. As Jews, we are obligated to see inner beauty together, recognizing the source of external beauty. Bringing them together in our lives creates a wholesome perspective on life, not too focused on externality, but appreciating it as part of the bigger picture. When you light your candles, allow the beauty of the flame to inspire you to see the external beauty and acknowledge that it is the manifestation of Hashem in the world, but also to combine it with warmth and passion of true inner beauty.
Thank you very much, Tomor. That was very interesting and inspiring. So we're now going to light the Chanukah candles, but before that I want to share with you a few words about the uniqueness of Chanukah in the Jewish calendar and its special connection that I feel to this year. So we know, and I think during most of the year, there's a sense in which it's quite easy to be Jewish. Why is that? Because a lot of the ways we are Jewish in are by participating in the public events and in the various community events. Thank God, we have very amazing communities. We have great institutions, and in a sense, a person can just hop on the train and he doesn't have to make a lot of effort. You go to shul, you go in Yomim Noraim to hear the shofar, you go, and we know that even in a deeper sense, a lot of our holidays, like Sukkot or Pesach, which we do celebrate at home. So ideally, in the times of the temple, everyone would go to the temple, and in that sense, again, a lot of the times we are Jewish, a lot of the ways we are Jewish in, is simply by maybe sometimes you can get the feeling that all we're doing is joining something that is happening anyways. And that's apparent also for us on campus. I think for some students, their way to be Jewish. You come to uni, you sign up for JSOC, you come to Friday night, and that theoretically could be it. But Chanukah is something different, right? Because Talmud says the mitzvah of lighting the Chanukah candles is ner ishu beito, each one in his house with his candle. Meaning this is a mitzvah that just could not be fulfilled outside of your house. It's true that we sometimes go to Chanukah parties and we light the candles there. It's very, very clear that the only way to do Chanukah right is to light a candle in your own home. I think that's something that can really relate to us this year, where actually throughout the whole year we've been forced to do things at home. So this year, although everyone tried really hard to do things online, and the shuls, rabbis, all the different educators and institutions did a tremendous job of getting things online and getting things done despite everything. But in the end, it wasn't like a normal year. And someone who didn't take initiative, someone who didn't feel at this time that Judaism is important to him, and he wants to make that effort to create something special inside his own house. There just wasn't anything for someone who wasn't willing to do that. And I really think that that's something very, very powerful, reclaiming our house as a shrine, as a place of holiness, as a temple. Because we talk a lot about the Jewish home, but sometimes I feel we talk about it in a kind of ideological level, right? We say, oh well, the Jewish home, the Jewish values of home, of marriage and of loyalty, of educating children. Educating children.
Yeah.
All of that is very good, but we don't really get the sense sometimes that our home is holy, like shul is holy, right? Like the synagogue is holy. But in Chanukah, we're lighting the menorah as in memory of the menorah in the holy in the Beit HaMikdash. We're actually turning our Jewish home to a holy place. Now, I think that there's even more to that, because you might tell me, well, you know what? That doesn't happen only on Chanukah, right? Because we all have another candles. We have Shabbos candles, and it's true that Shabbos all year round is very much a place where our home does become a shrine. But the Shabbos candles, where are they lit? They are lit usually somewhere central inside the house, and their aim is to bring joy to the house. And Shabbat is really about being inside, about getting our energies and enjoying them and being uplifted and being spiritual inside our home. But the Chanukah candles, they're located somewhere different, right? They're located next to the window or sometimes outside. And their goal is not only to light up the house, it's to light up the street. And there's a very beautiful Hasidic teaching. So it starts with quoting that on Ma'oz Tzur we say, they broke the walls of my towers and defined all the oils. And he says the Greeks wanted to turn the private domain, the house, to Reshet Rabbim, to the public domain, to the outside, because they wanted to tear down our walls. So be it that today is the opposite. That we can make Reshet Rabbim, we can make that public domain into the private domain. We can make the street be like our home, because we are lighting with the lights of our home. We are lighting the street. So really, Chanukah is about taking the strength of the Jewish home, the light of the intimacy of the Jewish home, and all the wonderful things that we love about Judaism and about our Jewish families, and it is enabling them to shine out to the world. And really, I think the world needs that light. And just this year, we saw how inside our communities, each one from his own house, without meeting in shul or anywhere, each one could light up the lives of his friends. Here on campus, I don't have the words to express what an amazing time it has been. We just finished a COVID term, and all our students have been so creative and so wonderful in lighting up the lives of their fellow students in the Jewish community, whether that is through real windows, people coming to people in isolation and bringing them food and talking with them outside the window, and whether that is through the windows of the Zoom, which has now become something very significant in our life, and in all other creative ways. And really, And this can't stop with COVID, right? We're going to light the menorah here in Cambridge, and all of you are going to be lighting it at home. And that light is going to spread out into the streets and spread out into the whole world. And the world needs the light of the Jewish home and the intimacy and the gentleness of the Jewish home. All the light streets, the lights on the streets, they can only light up the street physically, okay? But they cannot heal our world. For that, we need the light of the Jewish home, the light of the togetherness, the light of the holiness. So please, we will now, you know what? I'm going to finish with a poem by Yehuda Michai. Sorry if I might be too long.
No, it's fine.
I think I'm okay. This is a poem by Yehuda Michai, one of the most famous Israeli poets. And I've translated it to English. It's not as beautiful, but it's called The House of Lovers. It says, a house of lovers, a house full of lights, hidden in a garden in the great darkness. If we are lucky, the house will collapse, and the light will escape to the whole world. So Chanukah isn't just about understanding that we need to be Jewish in our house, we need to claim ownership on our Judaism, we need to be proactive ourselves. It's not only that, it's also realizing that once we do that, we can actually be the source of the light for our communities and for the whole world. A very happy Chanukah. We'll light the candles, sing all the songs. You're very welcome to stay with us. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu להדליק נר של חנוכה. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם שעשה ניסים לאבותינו בימים ההם בזמן הזה. הנרות הללו שאנו מדליקים, הנרות הללו שאנו מדליקים, על הניסים ועל הנפלאות ועל התשועות ועל המלחמות שעשית לאבותינו, שעשית לאבותינו בימים ההם, בימים ההם, בימים ההם, בזמן הזה. על ידי כהניך, כהניך הקדושים בכל 8 ימי החנוכה, הנרות הללו קודש להם, ואין לנו רשות להשתמש בהם, אלא לראותם בלבד, כדי להודות ולהלל על ניסיך ועל נפלאותיך. מעוז צור ישועתי, לך נאה לשבח, תיכון בתפילתי, ושב תודה נזבח, לתכין מטבח, מצרב נבח, אז אגמור בשיר מזמור, חנוכת המזבח, אז אגמור בשיר מזמור, חנוכת המזבח. צבא נפשי ויגון כוחי, כי לך חיי מררו בקושי, בשעבוד מלכות עגלה, ובידו הגדולה הוציא את הסגולה, חיל פרעה וכל זרעו ירדו כאבן דמצולת, ברכושו הביאני וגם שם לא שקטתי, ובנוגס והגלני, כי זרים עבדתי וירא נסחתי, כמעט שעבדתי, קץ בבל זרובבל, קץ 70 נושעתי, כרות קומה בראש ביקש, הגגי בן המדעתה, ונהייתה לו לפח ולמוקש, וגאוותו נשבתה, ראש ימיני נישאת, ואויה שמו מחית, רוב בניו וקנייניו, על העץ עליתה, רוב בניו וקנייניו, על העץ עליתה, יוונים נקבצו עליי, אזי בימי חשמני, ופרצו חומות מגדלי, ושימו כל השמנים, ומן נותר קנקנים, נעשה נס לשושנים, בני בינה ימי שמונה, קבעו שיר רננים, בני בינה ימי שמונה, קבעו שיר רננים. על הניסים ועל הפורקן ועל הגבורות ועל התשובות ועל המלחמות שעשית לאבותינו בימים ההם בזמן הזה. על הניסים ועל הפורקן ועל הגבורות ועל התשובות ועל המלחמות שעשית לאבותינו בימים ההם בזמן הזה. על הניסים ועל הפורקן ועל הגבורות ועל התשובות ועל המלחמות שעשית לאבותינו בימים בזמן הזה.
Thank you everybody for joining us. We hope you have a Chanukah Sameach and also tomorrow in your house. We really enjoyed having you. Telem really enjoyed having you.
Yeah. Thank you for being with us. Happy Chanukah and a good break to everyone.
Bye. Telem say bye bye.